Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create this portal in After Effects. It's fairly simple. We're going to drop a link with the footage down below so that you can follow along. And remember, you can tweak this after you're done with the basics to make it look the way that you want to, but I just want to show you guys the techniques that I use. So I like to stay organized. So we're going to create a folder. We're going to call this one pre-comps. And then we're going to call this one footage. Get into the habit of organizing your stuff so that you don't get lost when you're looking for effects or footage inside of your project window. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to get my first clip that I have inside of here. And we're going to go to about the point where the portal comes in, and we're just going to trim it because I don't want to make this too long for you guys. I'm going to get rid of this clip. I'm going to get rid of this clip. We're just going to drag it to the beginning now, somewhere around over here. And then we're just going to drag this bar to over here, right click just before it, and trim comp to work area. And this is the footage that we're going to be working with over here. Then we're going to right click and we are going to 3D track it. So once we're done, we're going to find where we want to put the solid inside of this clip. I think somewhere around here is good. We're going to create a solid over here. We're going to click that solid and we're just going to rotate it so it's facing toward the camera. We're going to push it back a bit. Then press S and I'm just going to scale this up, and then we're just going to change its orientation. And yeah, that looks like it's pretty locked in. I'm pretty happy with that. Now back in my project window, I should have renamed this over here. We're going to call this original comp, and then we're going to drag and drop this into our pre-comps. Like I said, stay organized. Now what we really want to be doing is actually creating the portal that we're going to bring into here. So here's how we're going to do this. Now to make sure it's following the same timeline as this one, I'm just going to duplicate the original comp and we're going to rename this portal. Then we're going to double click it and we're going to delete everything inside of it, and make sure your transparency is on so that we can see what we're doing with the black solid. And we're going to right click over here, go to new, create a solid, call it portal, press enter, and we're just going to draw like a rough mask somewhere around the middle over here. Should be good. Then on this, you're going to add the effect turbulent displacement. And we're going to put the complexity to 6.5. Then we're going to add an expression to the evolution by holding Option or Alt if you're on Windows, clicking the stopwatch, type down time, star, and then we're going to put 150. Remember, the lower this number, the slower, the higher, the faster it goes. And then we're just going to collapse this. If we go back to the start of the clip, you can see that we have an animation now on the portal. And if you don't like the way the portal looks, you can just grab parts of the mask over here and you can adjust it till you find something that you like. Now, if we go back to our original comp over here and we go to project, we can drag and drop this portal into here. Then we're going to turn it into a 3D layer. We're going to press P on this track solid here and copy this position data and then just paste it on this portal. And then we're just going to pull it up a bit. We're going to hit the S button and we're going to scale it up. Then we're going to pull it up a tad bit more. And as you can see, if we hit the play button, we have the portal perfectly tracked into the scene. And now I'm just going to disable this track solid because we already have the position data and we really don't need it active during this clip. The other thing is we want the footage to appear inside of this portal over here. So how you do it is by going back into this portal clip over here. Then we're going to go into our footage over here also. Then we're going to pick the second clip that we have over here and we're going to drag and drop it into this composition. And if you don't see the option for track matte, hit toggle switch modes down here, go to matte over here, and then select the portal as a matte for it. Now this footage is going to show up inside of this portal and nowhere else. Now if I go to the original comp, you can see that there's a part where I kneel down, and what we're trying to do is actually match where that happens. So I'm going to put the timeline around where that's happening. Then I'm going to go into the portal comp and we're going to play around with this until we find that area. So I'd say somewhere around over here, and we go back, as you can see, it's matching around the same time that I kneel inside of that footage and get back up. And that's just to nail the perspective, because if it didn't change, it would look kind of weird. Now it would look really cool to actually add a glow that's wrapping around this layer over here. So I'm going to show you how we can do that. So in our pre-comps, we're going to duplicate the portal layer over here. We're going to rename this one portal glow. We're going to press enter and we're going to double click and go into this, and we're going to delete the footage. We're going to enable that portal again. Then we're going to go into effect. Then we're going to add the Saber plugin. This is a free plugin from Video Copilot. Anyone could download it for free. And then put the Saber effect before the turbulent displacement. Then we're going to go to customize core. We're going to select where it says Saber and put layer mask. Now as you can see, we have this glow that's happening right around it. So now if you go back to original comp, you can see that this portal's here and the footage is in the background matching the perspective. But I also want to animate it opening up, so I'm going to show you how we can do that. So right around here is where it's actually going to be open. So I'm going to stop the timeline there. Then we're going to go into that portal pre-comp here. And this is how we're going to do this. Select the portal layer, press M twice, and put a keyframe on the mask path here. And then go to where the mask path is around here in the timeline and add another keyframe. Select one of these points if they're not all selected. Press Command A so that we can select everything, and then hold Command, Option, and Shift. Double click one of the points and hold Command, Option, and Shift. And then that box at the top left, we're just going to grab it and then we're going to pull it inward until it completely disappears. And if we hit the play button, you're gonna see that it animates coming out. And that's a little too linear, but the way you can solve this is by highlighting these keyframes, right-clicking, go to Keyframe Assistant, and then put Easy Ease on it. And it still looks like it's smooth, but not smooth enough. So what we're gonna do is go into this graph editor over here, select this keyframe at the right, and then grab this toggle for the bar and just pull it in. And this is gonna make it gradually come in more slowly. Now, if you get out of the graph editor and we hit play from the start, you're gonna see how it comes in smoother. But what you can do is you can stagger one of the two keyframes, and this will make it take a bit longer and it'll look a lot smoother. You can even grab this one and stretch it out a bit. And as you can see, it smoothly comes in as an animation. So if we go back to the original comp over here, you can see where the portal pops in just as I'm about to stop. I'd even stagger that just a tad bit more. Now, I think it would look pretty cool if we had a glow that was wrapping around this portal too, so I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. So in your pre-comps, we're gonna duplicate that portal pre-comp. We're gonna rename this portal light. We're gonna double click to go inside of it. We're gonna delete the footage that we had there, and we're gonna enable that portal layer instead. Then we're gonna go to effects over here, and then we're gonna add the Saber plugin to it. This is a free one from Video Copilot. Anyone can download. Press enter. Then we're gonna bring this effect over the turbulent displacement, and then go to customize core and go to where it says Saber and select layer mask and click it. And if we press play now, you can see that we have this glow that's wrapping around the portal, and I think that's gonna look pretty dope. So if we go back into our project window here, we go back to original comp, and we wanna put that glow layer here without guessing where it's gonna be. Here's a neat trick. You can duplicate this portal layer over here, and then hold Option and select this portal light layer and drag and drop it on top of this portal layer over here. Right click over here and then put the blending mode to screen. Now if you press play, you're gonna have this cool kind of bright outline that's following the turbulent displacement on here to create the portal. Now another thing this is missing is actually displacement that should be inside the footage. If we're gonna create the displacement, we need to have the 3D camera tracking into the shot too. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna duplicate the portal layer, and we're gonna duplicate the camera, and then we're gonna select the portal with the camera, and then we're gonna right click and we're gonna go to pre-compose, and we're gonna name this portal Displacement, and then move all attributes into the new composition and put OK. Now we're gonna disable this layer, we're gonna put it underneath of everything, and then we're gonna double click it to go inside this layer. Now if I move this, you're gonna see that it's actually moving like it is inside of the comp, and that's exactly what we want. But because this is the exact same size as the portal, if we add displacement, you wouldn't see anything. So we're just gonna go to the portal layer, press S, and we're gonna scale this up a tad bit. Then if we go back to our original comp over here, we're gonna add an adjustment layer over here. We're gonna rename this Displacement. I'm gonna use Chromatic Displacement, but you can use any displacement that you want to pull this off. And where it says displacement layer, we're gonna select that portal displacement we created, and then displacement amount, we're just gonna crank this up. And as you can see in the background, you can see where the displacement's actually happening inside of the clip. And play with these settings until you find something that you really like inside of it. Now if you hit the play button, you're gonna see that there's displacement that's happening around the footage inside of the clip. And if you want to, go back into the portal displacement here, and you can scale this up a tad bit more even. And now if we hit the play button, you're gonna see where it's adding a whole bunch of distortion around where the actual portal is. Now, realistically, if you also had something like this happening, you would have a reflection that was happening on the floor if this was emitting light. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So realistically, if we had this portal going off, you'd have some kind of reflection of light on the floor, and I'm gonna show you how you can do that. So we're gonna duplicate the 3D camera track and the portal light, and then we're gonna select both. And we're gonna right click, and then we're gonna pre-compose both of these layers, and we're gonna call this portal floor light. Move all attributes into the new composition. Now if we double click and go into here, the problem we're having is we can't actually see where the floor is. So if you go back into your original comp and you copy the base layer and go back into the portal floor light, and then you paste it in here and bring it to the bottom, we're gonna right click it, and then we're gonna change it to a guide layer. And this is just telling After Effects it shows up in this comp but nowhere else. Now if you go to the portal light, we're gonna try and match the perspective in 3D to the floor down here. We're just gonna bring it down. Let's just make it like this instead. I think something like that looks pretty good. And we're just gonna push it back just a tad bit. I think something like this looks really good. So now if we go back to our original comp, you're gonna see that we have this layer on the floor. Now to make sure that this fills out the whole entire channel, we're gonna add a solid composite to it, and then just select a black color. Then we're gonna bring this to the bottom over here. You can see what this is pretty much doing. When this is moving, it's gonna be lighting up the floor. But we actually want it to use some of the data from the floor to reflect the contrast inside of the scene. So here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna duplicate the base layer over here. We're gonna rename this one matte. Then we're gonna solo that layer. We're gonna add a tint effect to it. We're gonna add a levels effect to it. And we're just gonna crush it until we can find some contrast inside of our scene. Maybe we're gonna bring up the highlights a bit more. something around here. We're going to crush it and add some contrast right here where the road is. Then we're going to select this floor light and we're going to make it a track matte for the matte that we created over here. Then we're going to change that to a luma matte, and you can invert it if you want to, just depending on the effect that you're looking for. And if you want to control how much of it's showing and where, you can just play with the contrast over here inside of this scene. And if we scroll in here, you can see that it's actually emitting light on the floor. And if you really want to spread it out, just add a fast box blur to it and just increase it a tad bit. And this is going to make it look a little more natural as the light's emitting from the portal. And if we unsolo this, the cool thing is that it's actually going to be emitting the floor and showing the contrast, making it look like light's actually wrapping around this area on the floor that's underneath of it. Now on the portal light too, you can also add something like a glow to it. I'm using the deep glow, you don't need to use it, but you can definitely add things like glows and stuff and really help bring this a lot more to life. Just playing with different things like the input and stuff. So this is really just up to you, or you can even go into the portal light layer over here, selecting this, and you can change the preset to something else like arc reactor or electric, whatever it is that you want. And you can see that it's just going to change the way that the portal looks as it's animating. And another little trick, if you want to add some more complexity to the actual distortion inside of here, if you go to portal displacement over here, you can press Command Y to add a solid. You can add the fractal noise effect to it. You can turn up the brightness a tad bit, invert it. We're going to add an expression to the evolution, time times 150, and then we're going to use that as a track matte for the portal. Now, if we go back to the original comp here, you're going to see that there's more distortion that's actually happening inside of the distortion layer behind it. And that's because we're giving more information to After Effects in the luminance channel, and that's going to create more distortion inside of it because of it, instead of referencing only the clip to make the distortion. And this is the basic idea behind how I created this, but there is one more thing that I did, and I will try and show you quickly. If you have trap code, you can do this. This is optional, but I will show you this trick I used. So I'm going to go back to the project window, then I'm going to duplicate the portal layer, and then I'm going to name this portal trap code. Then I'm going to double click to go inside of it. I'm going to delete the footage. And over here, you can see that the mask isn't actually animating with this animation, but there's a cheat to get around this. So what I'm going to do is going to pre-compose this inside of here, trap code ref. And this is for a reference for it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to auto trace this so that it creates mask around this whole entire animation. But I want to cut it to around over here so that it doesn't actually add mask where it's unnecessary. Then we're going to go to help over here. We're going to put auto over here, and we're going to click auto trace, make sure it says work area, and then we're going to put OK. And now if I toggle off the transparency, you can see that it created a bunch of these masks inside of here. And I'm going to be using this as an emitter for the trap code effect so that I can have particles kind of coming out of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command Y, and I'm going to add a solid, and I'm going to call this trap code. And then I'm going to add trap code to this, but I believe you can use the original effect inside of After Effects for the particles to do the same thing. Now in order for this to work, this needs to be a 3D layer. So you want to go to toggle switches and make it a 3D layer. Then we're going to go back to the trap code layer, and where it says emitter, we're going to change it from point to text and mask. Particles per second, we're going to turn it up. We're going to keep it at continuous. The direction is going to be outwards. The velocity, we're going to turn up quite a bit. Velocity over life, we're going to actually choose one of these presets. I'm going to go to the ease out. And here where it says text and mask emitter, we're going to click this, and we're going to go to layer, and we're going to select the portal comp underneath of it. And that's what's going to make it emit it from the mask that we actually created. Emit from, we're going to go to edges. And then the particle settings over here, we're going to go to opacity over life. We're going to go to the presets again, and we're going to go to ease out. And then environment over here, we're going to go to gravity, and we're going to increase the gravity a bunch. And now if I hit the play button, you're going to see that these particles are emitting from that mask we had, but they're going to be dropping down. They're losing velocity, so the power is actually going to kind of like fade away, and they're going to fade out more when they hit toward the bottom so that it looks like the energy is actually dying off after it comes from the portal. Now if I go to the original comp, for instance, and I use that same trick that we used before, I'm going to duplicate one of these layers, go to project, go to portal trap code, hold option, and then drag and drop it over this one. And then we're going to right click and put the screen blending mode on. And if you look carefully, you can actually see the particles that are emitting from it and falling out from the portal. This is another cool effect, and you could take your time with really dialing this in. Aside from that, it was really a matter of me just color grading and tweaking things a lot more after I showed this tutorial. Make sure to like, make sure to comment. It helps us a lot in the algorithm and the community growing. I appreciate all you guys being here, and I will be back next week with another great tutorial for you guys. Peace.